And game number 2, Shaft versus VOR. Shaft is one game away from being eliminated, VOR from moving on to losers bracket round 2, and therefore next weekend. Can Shaft send us to a game 3? We will find out. For the side of Shaft, we've got their second use of Zorky, Yu Yang, Goliath, Wooster, Goliath, Godin, and a Conqueror. For the side of VOR, we've got Delny. We've got Castilla, Salem, Godin, Goliath, and Moskva. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to go. Moskva, reminder, is not a flagship. Petro is the one that's a flagship. Moskva is not. So, Shaft is out of Zorkies after this game, but if they don't win this game, it doesn't matter because they don't get to play more ships anyway. And so we'll see how they sit. Now, the Conqueror is going to be able to do some really good damage to Moskva, Godin, Salem, Goliath, Castilla. Conqueror is a really strong choice here. No surprise that each team's ring the Godin, because that thing, honestly, Godin is vastly underpriced in my opinion at 12. And the reason for that is that while its guns are not always the greatest, you have those 3 air drops. So you get into a place and it just sits there and does work. And we're going to watch these shots in real quick. Blind fire misses to the surprise of no one. But, so you get that advantage. Narrow points lead, very narrow points lead for the side of VOR. Like milliseconds worth. Stuff I'm watching. Goliath only for the side of Shaft here. Whereas it's Delny Goliath for the side of VOR. Also, Zorky Yu Yang are going to push. That Delny should be able to stay safe, but we're going to watch. The downside of the Delny is that 7.4 kilometer detect. Zorky's 7.9, yes, but Yu Yang's 5.8. So Yu Yang will outspot that Delny and set it up for priority target. Moskva and Salem's radar are not in space yet to do anything. Also, only a Wooster radar for the side of Shaft. Now, I do love this smoke play. It's setting up and it's telegraphing it, but it's also just area denial. So the Delny of Otonose Conade is going to have to be very careful because he knows that that's going to be an angry smoke cloud. There's going to be a Wooster or something in there, and odds are it's going to be the Wooster. So if he's not careful, he tries to take that cap, he's just going to get absolutely blapped. And so the Wooster now moves in. Delny spotted courtesy of that Yu Yang. Here come the shots. Let's see if any hits. Some shells in. He takes about 700 damage. Here comes the Conqueror shots. Conqueror shots! Oh, that's a big salvo there. Takes 6k off the Delny. He's going to heal up, but that's a maxing out at 23-24. Here comes a salvo from the Wooster. Wooster salvo in. Just going to miss. Yu Yang has been spotted courtesy of the radar by the Moskva. Vert going to move forward, try to dodge. He will not be able to dodge in time. He takes damage. Here comes the Castilla salvos, and that's a burst fire, and so he's going to have to retreat out. Moskva radar for another 13 seconds. We'll spot him, keep him out, but the Moskva is going to have to risk the incoming shots. The shots are going to miss him. He's going to back up just quick enough, and the Yu Yang Torps, Zorky Torps will miss, Yu Yang Torps still going. Delny now moving in towards B. So the Delny's moving in towards B with an aggressive start from VOR there. Inability to take A early has led to the issue. I mean, Moskva is going to be there and trying to take it. Now, Zorky, Goliath, Godin going out wide. Godin will be able to deny anything going into A. Yu Yang going to try to just dive A because he thinks he's safe right now, which is the right call. Wooster does the radar. It's not going to quite spot the Delny yet, but there's the spot on the Delny, and that's big. Unfortunately for the Conqueror, he shot just a second too early, but they know where the Delny is. Shots in, and that's why you take a Conqueror's, the HE. It just does work. But here come Delny Torps. Delny's got... Remember, Delny's got 10-kilometer Torps. These are going to hurt. Oh, these are going to hurt bad. Inting on purpose. Oh! Oh! Delny of Sweet Taiji just nukes the Conqueror. And with that, absolutely devastates the side of Shaft. And that just feels brutal. I mean, you look at that. That's your big HE spammer down. That's your ship that can smash cruisers, battleships, DDs. And he's gone not even 5 minutes into the game when he died. Now you have to really settle down and hunker down to have any chance to go to a third game. You've got the caps. You don't have the health. You can see the Salem. Salem gets shrunk there by the Godin, and that's big that Flow 420 gets those hits on Salem. You need that damage. And so Salem down to 30k. He still has a chance here. Godin doing work trying to catch this Moskva. I mean, you can see Shaft is trying to reset. They say, okay, settle, reset, play the positioning. We're about to take the lead. They get a nice bomb drop onto the Moskva there. Moskva going to go in and deny A, but is it going to be before the cap is taken? Godin has been spotted, and the Wooster of Zill is going to start working him down. He is using the heal, but it's almost gone. Goliath Adento on the run. And so, Wooster's going to have to watch for these Torps because he is in a prime spot to take them. He's going to switch to the Goliath of Shauna. Godin does retreat out. Down to 29,000 as he does, but they look at the Goliath that's pushing forward, and the Yu Yang will spot the Delny soon. Goliath 50 seconds to heal for Dento. Meanwhile, they did get into the cap just in time to prevent it, but Moskva is not in a strong spot. He's on double fire. He's using the heal, which is negating the fire for the moment. But the Delny now spotted. Goliath has 22 seconds to heal. He just needs to live, and they're going to be able to smack that Delny somewhat here. Shots in, 16,000 on the Delny. Down to 14,800. What's the Goliath at? Goliath at 11,000. Remember, he doesn't have a heal. Oh, he's going to be really tight. He needs that DCP now. He needs to not die to this set of Goliath shots. He's trying. Dento, 5 seconds. Can he live? Delny opens up. They feel the blood in the water. Here comes the heal, but it's too late, and the Goliath of Shauna Inder gets the second kill. And that brings it to 60,000 health lead again for the side of VOR, and more importantly, 2 ships. Goliath of Simply Cat having to retreat. The Salem has used heals. He still has heals left. This is just devastating for the side of Shaft. Goliath looks like he's going to take a Torp. No, he will just get the dodge line. And the Godin of Flow 420 just continuing to dump on the Moskva with bombs anytime he can. These bombs will miss. The Moskva moves forward. But now, the problem for Flow is that he's got Dark Temple moving straight on him. And it's going to be really, really challenging for Shaft to pull this out. VOR is in the driver's seat and has every single thing they need.
Everything is at stake. The enemy's victory draws near.
And so as we move forward, it is just 32-point lead right now for the side of VOR. But A is now being contested, Flow 420 being forced out. The Goliath of Simply Cat looking for the damage. He is hitting the Castilla well. Castilla is hurting. Zorky opening up as well. But Castilla is going to retreat back, and he'll be okay. He's going to be under 20k, but he still has 3 heals left. Now watch if the Delny moves forward. If the Delny moves forward, it's all over for him. And the 848 to 789, Castilla of YBB down to 9,000. But the Zorky, he's getting run by the Salem, down to 5,000. He's healing, but can he get the guns? They're looking for the Delny. Can Shaft find a kill? Does not look like it. The Zorky of Kimmy goes down. And that leaves it as just 43 seconds before Shaft is eliminated. And that early death of the Conquerors making the major difference. "27 seconds left. There is no place for Shaft to get a kill. Shaft doesn't have spotting on any of the low health targets besides the Guden, and they're not going to kill him in 19 seconds. Yu Yang doesn't have the Torp line. Delny's not low enough. He runs out. Ladies and gentlemen, that will do it. Your winner, and taking the series 2-0, will be the team of VOR. They move on as Shaft is eliminated.